Hey guys, um, thought I should probably do a winter edition of keeping animals in the Canadian winter. This winter we've actually gotten off pretty lucky. January is usually our coldest month of the year. We can hit minus 30 before the wind chill. Wind chills can be like minus 40. It's nothing like Manitoba or anything like that where you see like minus 50 or more, that kind of idea, or further north, I should say. Anyways, yeah, so without further ado, I will show you what I've been doing to help them with cold. So we've got our two bucks. This is, let me back this up a little bit here. This is Peter. He's our Flemish Giant that we got from my husband's cousin. He's a very sweet boy. And this is Snowy. He's another, well, he's not a Flemish Giant, but he's a mix of something. We got him from another cousin, but he's just as sweet. Anyway, so what I've done with them is I have put nest boxes in, and I've lined the bottom with wood chips and then straw, and then I've been putting hay in on top, and they eat it as they go. Rabbits seem to prefer hay over anything else. Straw is has much more insulatory value, but the hay seems to work really well with them. So this is one of our does. This is Shadow. She's just getting her little bed and everything like that all buttoned down and everything like that with hay. There's Ginger. So as you can see here, like I could put hay in and they'll just eat away at it and stuff, which is good for them. Hey, Ginger, come say hi. Not in the mood, eh? Nope, not in the mood. So she'll munch away at that, and then when she's tired and stuff like that, she'll hop in and kind of pat it down and stuff like that and make it nice and comfy. Peanut's kind of doing the same thing. She's just munching away. She's another one of our does. So as you can see, I stuffed her nest box and everything like that full of hay. She'll eat away at that, or she'll pat it down and turn it into a bed. And then our chickens, if I can do this, take my mittens off. I'll show you my chickens. I just gotta make sure the dog doesn't go in, because Dolly will try and eat them, and they have no way of escaping right now because I've closed their automatic door, and I've done that for the next week or so. Tonight and the next couple of nights, it's not too bad cold weather wise. It's supposed to be like -9, -10. But was it coming closer to the weekend? I think Wednesday, Thursday night is supposed to start hitting -20 and below at night. So I want to start buttoning everything up. No, Dolly, you're not allowed in with the chickens. So my chickens, technically they're supposed to be roosting on this roost here, but they seem to prefer the nest box, and that's okay with me. I will fix this bad habit after the really cold temperatures. Just because I want them to be able to stay warm and stuff. I don't want to have them have to deal with frostbite and whatnot. So far, they've actually been pretty good with that, which is great. They're not laying right now. I'm okay with that to a point. Like, I'd like to have some fresh eggs and stuff like that, but I also know too that by the time I get outside after any chickens have laid, the eggs are frozen. So it's just a waste anyway. So I'm not going to force them into laying. I can, if I really wanted to, I can insulate the heck out of this coop, and then give them a bunch of different things and stuff like that, add more supplemental lighting and whatnot, and then force them into laying. But I'm not going to do that right now. No, Dolly, you're not allowed in with the chickens. You know this. She thinks that they're a great chasing thing, which is not a good livestock guardian trait, Missy. She's really good at keeping the coyotes away though, which is great. Anyways, hang on a second. Yeah, so as long as I'm making sure that the animals have got somewhere warm to bed down, which the rabbits have got a good, thick, healthy coat on for themselves. Sorry, that was kind of like up my nose there. Yeah, rabbits actually prefer cooler weather rather than hot weather. Hot weather can actually kill rabbits. They don't have a very great way of getting rid of any body excess heat. So yeah, the rabbits actually don't mind the cold weather. Yeah. What else is there? I try to give them extra stuff too for helping their body produce more heat. So like the chickens, they get corn. The rabbits, I've been giving them some wheat, barley, and corn, basically the cracked grain and stuff like that I've been giving the chickens. I give it to them as a treat, and they like it. It's actually good for their teeth too, because it helps them like file it down in a way. It's kind of hard to explain. Dolly, the rabbits don't want to be friends, honey. They think you want to eat them. Yeah, and for water, again, I just come out multiple times throughout the day, and rabbit almost peed on Dolly. I come out multiple times throughout the day and just give them a top up of their water. If it has frozen in their little trays and stuff like that, I'll just take a lighter and just light down at the bottom part of the dish and just kind of melt it, and then just scoop out the ice bit, or they'll deal with it themselves. Peanut's looking at me like, who the hell are you talking to, lady? Anyways, so yeah, other thing, hang on a second. So with the rabbits and stuff, because they do pee out a lot of ammonia, you want to make sure that they have a lot of ventilation. So I do have quite a bit of ventilation. Like I could have put eaves and whatever else that word is and stuff, but I haven't. This is open atmosphere. The chickens are doing the same thing. Well, they're basically all in the same building. There's the supplemental heating or lighting, but they're all in the same building and stuff. My husband did build that roof in there for them, so it kind of keeps a little bit more of a heat. If I really wanted to heat them in and stuff, then I could put plastic on this, and that would really help with that. And then I close this door to keep a lot of whatever in and stuff. Don't mind my junk. Yeah. So it's pretty easy. You just got to go in and make sure your rabbits have got food. I give them pellet and beet pulp or whatever you call it. What else? They get hay. They get pretty much everything they could possibly need and want. I think this spring and summer I might make their cages a little bit bigger just so that they have a little bit more room to run around. And at that point too, I will also take out their nest boxes. So they'll all have all this area here, which would be good for them. I might even put them outside. Dolly, quit eating the rabbit poop. Yuck. Ugh, you kiss my kids' faces with that. Which I prefer not doing, but anyways, yeah, so we have gotten about a foot, 30 centimeters of snow, guessing. It's kind of hard to tell because like there's been a lot of snow, a lot of blizzarding and stuff over this past week or so. And it's also been big, wet, heavy flakes, although now it's like -6, so it's like light, fluffy flakes, so it'll build up a lot faster. But we're supposed to be getting another 50 centimeters, so that's another 1.5 feet of snow. So, yeah. Normally, we have quite a bit more snow, and temperatures and stuff like that are a lot colder, so that this is new. I was actually kind of worried that the lakes and everything like that weren't going to freeze this year. I wasn't sure what that was going to do. I'm going to step back into this non-windy spot. Anyways, yeah, so it's not hard to keep animals in the wintertime. My chickens, I've chosen them specifically for their breed because 1, they lay a lot of eggs. 2, there's Ruth. 2, they can be a dual purpose bird where they actually do get quite large and their meat looks quite sturdy, especially from Oh, thank you, Rue. Especially from their body size and stuff. And also too that they're really, really cold hardy, which is good. Sorry, you're going up my nose again. That's not cool. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, so that's how I keep my animals. What was that at the end? That's how I keep my animals. It's actually really quite easy to keep meat rabbits and stuff in the wintertime. Chickens. He's got some weird grunt or growl or whatever at the end there. Chickens are relatively easy. You just got to make sure you keep the wind off of them and stuff. Give them a safe space for them to roost at night. Make sure that they've got fresh water. And a lot of their food and everything like that will help their body burn, like, so that it creates heat and stuff like that. And they'll look after themselves. They're pretty resilient creatures. Anyways, talk to you later.